Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of Let Us Look at the League. I'm Lawrence Mangenje. Well, it hasn't been a very good second half of the season for Premiership debutants MWOS. They enjoyed a very tough start to the second half of the season, but they've somehow found their groove in the second half of the season with 4 wins on the trot. And one of the chief protagonists in that MWOS revival is their midfield workhorse, Abu Baka Moffat, who is my guest for the show today. Bak, Madi.
Yeah, boom,
Just a boy.
Yeah, boss.
Before we talk to Abu Baka, let's look at what happened in the Castle Lager Premier Soccer League match day 30. High drama here as the season reaches its twilight end. Defending champion Simba Bhora stunned by Caps United, who are fighting relegation. Caps 1-0 victors over Simba at Wadzanai. Ishmael Wadi with the solitary goal that might actually dent the championship prospects of Simba Bhora, but at the same time brighten the chances of Caps United's survival bid. Hey, Scotland fueled their title charge with a crucial 1-0 victory over Chicken Inn in Blawayo. Golden Boot chasing Timon Machope with the solitary strike that sank the Gamecocks. Big win. Can they maintain the momentum and get over the line? Only time will tell. But perhaps the game which had the most drama, despite not producing any winner, was Dynamo's 1-1 draw with Ngezi Platinum Stars at Rufaro. Drama, a moment of madness for coach Takesure Chiragwi, who slapped his player McDonald Makuwe in a very heated moment after the Dynamo's own goal had been allowed to stand by referee Lawrence Mangenje. So, social media is awash with people criticizing Chiragwi. Statements flying all over the place. The PSO have condemned the incident. So have the Footballers Union of Zimbabwe. Ngezi Platinum Stars as well, condemning the incident, saying it's unacceptable and all. But before we dive into anything related to that, let's hear what Takesure Chiragwi's initial reaction to the incident was.
Football is a game of emotions. Everyone was just there. Someone is catching this one, someone is catching this one. It was a lot of people there. Unfortunately, I don't know what exactly happened, but that's football is like that. Even top managers in the world, they can do something like that.
Takesure. Munhu wese akamboita masports anoiziva songi. This Takesure in question is in big trouble, is in hot soup. He has even written a statement announcing that he has pulled out of the Warriors technical team ahead of the crucial World Cup qualifiers against South Africa and Lesotho. Hey, mabhora anozomborema. But anyway, tingadi ndozviripo izvozvo. Anyway, let's get straight into our conversation with Baka. He is joining us on the show this week. Iwewe, tell us. A lot of people know you have had great impact. But Shingotudza, where you came from, generally, who is Abu Baka Moffat?
Okay, so my name is Abu Baka Moffat and I'm 27 years old. So in Takesure Mfakosi.
Okay.
Mfakosi, yeah. So Nagara Mfakosi, number 24 Msasa Mfakosi. So Nagara na grandma mom. Yeah. And then I went to Mfakosi, a primary school. It's called Makundano Primary School. And then from there, that's when I went to ACs and I used to stay at the clubhouse. So I got a clubhouse from Form 1 to Pizza Chikoro. So Kumbanango visitor like once a month. So normally then we got a clubhouse quarter force. Yeah.
Okay. High school is a good Kumfagos foot as well.
Lord Malvin. Waterfalls.
All right. So streaming you aces like manga wangona ku aces at that time.
Landina July, Martin Mapisa, Jarson Seleman, Collins Bujuru, and Blessing Sarpinda. Yeah, na Panashim Tas. I mean, Waganda short term PSO.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So how was life at this? Being in academy development, that's when the real Ndopam Kanyaso Ziskwa Boro, the Bora no Miskwa Sirno. Just take us through the life at ACES. Was it one of the most prominent academies in the country?
No, it was good. I mean, it teaches us a lot as young footballers, especially when we high school and you even make it in football, maybe for Premier League. I mean, as an academy player, like this was Kawanda, you know, discipline and go to school after training, you know, then after we go for training after school, then we would have my extra lessons at the clubhouse. So I mean, zvanga zvangobatana zvese chikoro zvaifambira chikoro nebhora. Yeah.
Okay, ACES yakaproducer a lot of renowned footballers in the country, the likes of Knowledge, Msona, Kama, who's also from Fagos like you. Muri ku SEs mimi. Maisa wane pressure look pana papa kadarikana na ningi and they've made it in football and also Zanga singa pay some sort of pressure living in such an academy.
I wouldn't say pressure, but I would say motivation because there's some great players same as Matora kama Billiard Knowledge Msona. So I would say that motivated us, to keep pushing and to try to play and make it in football, So I would say pressure necessarily. Yeah.
Is it? And then the opportunity to go to Spain. At what point? How did that come about?
So I think there was a deal that Aces made with one club in Spain. So I think it was per year, Aces would send maybe like 3 players to go and do some trials in Spain. So that's when I got selected, me, Martin and Nikki. Yeah, my first time went there for trials. And then I passed the trials and then I came back. I just went there for like 3 months and then I came back. And then I went back because I came back to sort out my visa and then I went back. That's when I started playing Spain.
Okay.
Straight after high school, yeah.
Straight after high school. Yeah. Why got in which city in Spain and how was life there in general? Look, foreign land, new language, new culture, new weather. How was it like?
I mean, language-wise, it was difficult at first. But then there was a family time because we used to go to school after training, to learn Spanish. So, but pangatanga nchenda team yangandiri kwangu no one naitaro English.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think it was not that difficult because I was with Martin too. So I think it was okay. And I used to stay I started staying in Granada, Paratanga Kwenda, and then I moved to Malaga.
To Malaga.
Yeah.
Oh, those are cities, good my big teams. I get Barcelona and Real Madrid, where to go visit. And did you ever get the chance to watch them during the time of your stay there?
Yeah, I watched Barcelona against Malaga when Malaga won 3-1. Yeah, it was a great match.
Okay, so you stayed in Spain for how many years specifically?
For 6 years.
6 years.
Yeah.
And then after a 6-year stint in Spain, you enjoyed your football. What necessitated the decision to come back home?
I mean, for me, the leagues that I used to play there, and with my age, for me, I thought it was the right time to come back home because I had difficult times too when I was there, And then I was like, now I think I need to go back home, and start afresh and start from zero, and try a new challenge. So that gave me that push to come back home.
To come back home, indeed. There are people who actually opine that you should have come back earlier. And with the football, with your standard of football and the way you play, there are people who believe you should have actually come earlier back home. What do you think about those comments?
I mean, yeah, for them, and I found out early, but every player any situation and no. I think at this time, if I keep pushing, I have an opportunity. To other big club, So for me, by that time, it was that wasn't even in my mind to talk about Kudzuka.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was like, nah, let me stay and push again and see how it goes. But finally, I'm here.
You're here now.
That's football.
And then, what Zoka Gumba? When you came back from Spain, did you have specifically a club you're waiting? Club to Zimbabwe?
I would say yes. Yeah, because when I was there, I used to talk to Mr. Mtasa. So, Panakato Zoka. Yeah, and Antonio pressure no, I'm going to play for MWOS. Yeah, though I came and then I went to my teams, Chimbo trainer now, but at the end, I end up here in MWOS.
Talking about some of the teams that you have trained with, is it true that you once trained the Dynamos? Boss Masabade Dynamos are good. Confirm. Did you train the Dynamos and what really happened there?
Yeah, I mean, I went there. I trained there just for 1 day.
One day?
Yeah, just 1 day.
Who was the coach then?
And then I forgot the name.
Okay.
Yeah, but he was the coach before Kaitano. No,
before Kaindo.
Before
okay.
Kaindo, yeah.
Yeah.
So I went there.
Socha Minuga.
Socha Minuga.
Yeah.
So and then I train one day chit. Yeah, and then the next day I didn't go back, and that was the day I think I was supposed to sign the contract or so. But after training I had so many calls, with some different clubs. But then I ended up at MWOS.
Mazvinzwa kamadhibari hanzi nemukomana akatombotraina kuDynamos with the aim of wanting to sign a contract for the Glamour Boys, but well, it was just for a day and then things went out how they went. MWOS, you were saying you were motivated to go to MWOS because you previously had a conversation with Lloyd Mtasa. How did you come up with the decision outright? This is the right club for me and I'm signing.
I used to when I was in Spain, I used to watch their games. So when I got to Tama on a Saturday, choose Tama Sunday. I told on a Sunday, I told Garabas TV Sunday. Was able to say, I think it's 18. Yeah, I put some games at Facebook or per YouTube. Yeah, so I used to watch them, and I like the type of play, that Coach Lloyd, I know that like starting from the back, and the build up until Matanga Wataka. So I was like, I think with my type of play, I would fit in this team. So that's what motivated me to do it. It's not so that I'm going for MWOS. Yeah, I'm going to sign.
Indeed. Talking about Lloyd, he's a football legend in Zimbabwe. You obviously knew about him growing up. Like you rightly said, you were with his son. How did he welcome you to MWOS, and what role did he play for you as a player, for you to develop and feel comfortable at MWOS?
Now, for me, I think Coach Lloyd to me is like a father to me, And when I came to MWOS, like, because there was some players I played with foot even before I went to Spain. Yeah. So when I came here, I don't feel at home. Because I had so many players I knew, and Coach Lloyd, I used to talk to him when I was in Spain. So for me, it wasn't even that difficult. Yeah.
And then when you got to MWOS, you signed. I remember your first game, it was against FC Platinum at MWOS Ngoni, if I'm not mistaken. Wakasvika yo pa team iri on a rough patch. Results were not coming. How did you stay motivated? Because no, look, results are not coming, but eventually everyone will see the kind of footballer that I am.
I mean, I've went through that phase. You start to win my games. So for me, when we went to that phase as MWOS Football Club, I just knew that okay, this is the time we need to be together and we need to stay together and motivate each other, to fight and to start getting results. Saga, patka tanga. Players we need to push this way of good quality. The only thing we need to motivate each other and start getting more points. If we can go in a one game shit, everything will be okay.
Everything will be okay. And then admittedly you have played well, you have started well, and you are playing good football to the point that there's been a lot of pressure with the national team. Articles have been written, fans have demanded. Do you see those things, and do they motivate you, and what is your comment with regards to that?
For me, I mean, sometimes I would come across some comments, I'm going to get a national team and this, that. But for me, it motivates me, but, I also pressure with guys, I need to go, like, let's say paka torwa team ninge torwa kana story pundo torwa zota waenda siwa I know when the time is right chance chauya
when the time is right the chance will come. And then you guys are still in contention for 2 cups. You're still within touching distance of Scotland in the Castle Premier Soccer League, as well as the Chibuku Super Cup semi-final. You are still battling for 2 titles. How motivated are you to have some kind of silverware in your first season at MWOS?
For me, I'm very motivated, because as MWOS Football Club, this is their first time in Premier League. So to win such trophies and to win such titles, especially if we win the league in Chibuku, that would be so amazing, for the team that is in the Premier League for the first time. Yeah.
And then you have become a hero at MWOS, Kunoton. Fans will be shouting your name. And what is your interaction with fans when they see you and stuff?
But when I get a chance, I do. But I can show my boys. Normally, I just go there, but not training, not on. Yeah, and then after training,
and then my fans generally not good, not on only the MWOS fans. Like, what is your relationship with the MWOS fans? Like, how accommodative are you to them?
No, we're good. They're good. You know, when I get a chance, I get to take pictures with them. You know, to greet them, to talk to them. You know, some they even write, like they even text me on Facebook and on Instagram, and I reply when I have time. So yeah, I would say we have a good relationship with them. Yeah.
Yeah, well, this is what we're going to do here. For you guys to know Abubakar Moffat better, we're going to ask you a set of questions, like just one word. You can just say A or B.
Okay.
For instance, if I tell you blue or black, you just say black. And it's a case of both, you are also allowed to say both.
Okay.
For you guys who want to know Abubakar Moffat better, Adidas or Nike?
Nike.
Mercedes or BMW?
Mercedes.
Real Madrid or Barcelona?
Barcelona.
Ronaldo or Messi?
Messi.
Winky Dio or Japrez?
Both.
I knew it, Babu. Come on, everyone. Both, it's just both. A case of both. And then, what can you say also? Black or white?
I'll say white.
White.
Yeah.
Well, that's Abubakar Moffat for you guys to get to know him better. He is our guest on this week's episode of Let's Look at the League. So, Baka, after the international break, it's a massive game.
Yeah.
You know, the game that everyone has been talking about and everyone is waiting for. When the reverse fixture was played, you were not yet at MWOS.
Yeah.
But MWOS won 1-0 case of Billy Veremus goal. Are you thinking about that game? And what can you expect from you as a player and collectively from your teammates?
I mean, obviously, yeah, we think about that game because, you know, it's a crucial game, you know. Because if we win, then we are closer to, you know, the team that is on top, which is Scotland. So it's a game that we need to win, you know. And, yeah, obviously, I'm so motivated to play that game, you know. I can't wait to play that game, and we'll see what will happen, you know. Let the best team win.
May the best team win. So what is your message, lastly, back to the MWOS fans who cheer you a lot, who motivate you, and who are looking for you to do well in the last stages of the season as you guys fight for 2 separate titles? What is your message to the fans?
No, I just want to thank all the fans, you know, that always keep pushing me and supporting me. And as most fans, I want to thank them for supporting us and for being with us through the difficult times. We were not winning the games, you know, up until today. And I just want to say, keep supporting us, and hopefully something good will come end of the season.
Thank you. Indeed, he says, keep supporting us. That was MWOS midfielder Abubakar Moffat reflecting on his journey as a footballer and what lies ahead. That was this week's episode of Let's Look at the League. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next week.